Good morning, Ayush, and good morning, all. Attendance is so poor. Still, people waiting for my second reminder. Or should I need to share the same reminder in section C as well? Honors C. Ayush,
Yes, sir.
Ayush, technically, when we have face-to-face session, you were in section C. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay, I'm shared the same message in your group as well to have a expected attendance.
Yes, sir. We have received
Nid
that, ma'am.
okay, Nidhi ji, how are you?
Yes, sir, I'm
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Yeah, Nidhi, I will expect that you will start the session by just revision of our last session.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So instead of waiting for the remaining people, better we can start. Nidhi, if it is possible, please turn on your video as well.
Okay, sir, just a minute.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning, Nidhi. Good morning. Yeah, you can start.
Last session we did difference between
Keep
information.
your keep your video on, so it looks like we are in a conversation.
Yes, sir, my video is on.
No, dear. Earlier it was, but immediately
No, sir, it's
it's
still
off.
on.
I hope others are also having the same view that your video is, let's say now I'm putting you in a screen so you can also see. Now it's on.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, please.
In last lecture we did the difference between information and data.
Information and
Yeah,
data.
data.
Okay. What else?
Difference
So
between them.
how,
Yes.
okay, okay. How you will interpret it?
Uh,
That means
Data.
how you can call it, yes, this is information or this is data. Don't worry, Nidhi.
Yes.
Feel free. याद नहीं आ रहा है, कोई टेंशन नहीं है कि हमें याद आ ही जाना चाहिए. Am I right?
Okay.
नहीं आ रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, सर के हम याद नहीं कर पा रहे हैं.
Sir, I
But
have written it, so
this,
can I refer it from that?
uh, right, okay, but it's always advisable even before the session. If you go through, that will be good enough.
Okay.
Right now you can, but this is the learning for all as well.
Okay, sir.
Yes, just refer to it.
Okay. Data is an unrefined fact and figure,
Okay.
and information is the output of the process collecting unit.
Okay. Anything else? Technically, what you feel that yes, this is the data.
Data is a stream of a raw fact.
Yes. Technically, when you feel that yes, this will call as a data and this will call as a information.
Mm.
Okay, no issue,
Information
Nidhi.
is okay.
Okay. Now today we will go in depth and just check your own learning, how much you are understanding this particular concept. Okay, thank you, Nidhi.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So now we are 21, we can start our session. Okay. I hope my screen is visible. So in a last session, we started our discussion related to what is data. Even before it, we started our discussions related to what is MIS, Management Information System. So interdependent, interconnected technological tool, uh, obviously through the computer system, hardware, software combination that's specifically purposefully designed to support in achieving business or organizational objective. There we come across the word data and information. So we started our discussion related to what is data and what is information, what exactly qualifies for data, what exactly qualifies for information, whether it's a vague or it's a specific arrangement, meaningfulness. Am I right? All those things we started our discussions related to it. Now, so these differences, what is it that we already discussed? Now, what are the characteristics of a good information? When I'm saying the characteristics means when you look for the information, you need to check whether you are able to achieve these objectives or your information is qualifying to all those criteria or not. So one thing is timeliness. Timeliness is called as when you required, whenever you required, whether that point of time the information was available or not. If that point of time it is not available, then you can call it is as a information, or you can say it is worthful to you. Both the things will not be there. So timeliness means जैसे हम बोलते हैं रामायण, शायद एपिसोड आपने देखे होंगे या पढ़ा होगा इसको। रामायण में सुंदर उत्तरकांड है जिसमें एक चौपाई है, क्या वर्षा जब कृषि सुखाने, समय चूक ऋषि क्या पछताने। मीनिंग इसका ये था, जब लास्ट एपिसोड है रावण को जब मारा जाता है, उस टाइम पे उसको ये रियलाइज होता है, उस टाइम और उसके पहले के एपिसोड्स हैं, कि अगर मैं पहले ही इन सारी चीजों को मान लेता तो शायद इतना सब नहीं होता। जबकि एपिसोड में हम देखते हैं कि भगवान राम ने बहुत सारे उसको अवसर दिए कि अब वो समझ जाए, और अभी भी वो अपनी इन जो भी उसने गलत स्टेप्स लिए हैं उससे बैक होके और सीता जी को वापस कर दे। तो उनको कोई ऐसा रिवेंज वगैरह लेना, ऐसा कुछ उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव था नहीं। तो उस सेंस में कहा गया है कि अगर समय पे आपको चीज समझ में आ जाती है तब तो ठीक है। वैसे ही मैं रिलेट कर रहा हूँ कि इन्फॉर्मेशन अगर ये हमें जिस टाइम पे चाहिए उस टाइम पे मिले तब तो वो इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारे लिए वैल्यूबल है। अदरवाइज, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, somebody is giving you the idea that tomorrow you are having examination from 10 o'clock and that guy is coming at 12 o'clock after 2 hours of examination and saying, I am having the perfect information, what will be the question paper? Then you will say, it's unnecessary, you are wasting my time, because I am already 2 hours in the examination, so I know what is exactly the question. Am I right? And if somebody is coming to you one day before with the same, it's an unethical discussion exactly, but if one day before you can say in an imaginary form, then you will call it, yes, it's a good information that you are having the idea what exactly about to come. Even today, now the budget session is going on, clear, and somebody is having that budget one day before, then obviously you can call it as a good information, because as an investor you are looking for the clues where government is trying to boost, so you will pick those stocks or you will invest in those particular company. I hope things are clear. Timeliness, the time when you are getting the informations, ultimate meaning is that when exactly you required that time, is it was available or not. If yes, then it's a good information for you. If you are getting the information late or afterward, then it will not have any meaning. For example, in a patient's as well, doctor need to predict what exactly the disease. It's not after the postmortem they are realizing is what was the disease. Then nothing will be remain for in your hand to do something. Am I right? So timeliness, बीमारी शुरू होने के पहले ही आपको पता चल जाए, या बिगनिंग में फर्स्ट स्टेज कैंसर जिसको हम बोलते पता, that's a timeliness. I'm purposefully giving you the example from our life, current affairs, budget, yours, because this is just for your understanding, that you understand, yes, what's the meaning of the timeliness and the information, so that you can amplify this learning in business world as well. Second one is appropriateness and relevant. Appropriateness and relevantness is that what context you are working, what purpose you are looking for the information, that must contain all those things in a very, you can say, very lucid manner. So you have the idea, you know very well what exactly it is written. जैसे मैंने अभी बोला, एक रामायण से मैंने एक चौपाई ली, अब मैंने वहां उसको डायरेक्ट टाइमलीनेस नहीं बोला, लेकिन मुझे एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ा कि जैसे हमारे ग्रंथों में भी ये चीज लिखी है, तो मैं बताने की कोशिश किया कि टाइम का मतलब क्या है वहां पे। तो ये डायरेक्ट चीज नहीं थी, क्लियर, बट मुझे उस चीज को मैंने अप्रोप्रिएट बनाया, कैसे, अपने एग्जाम्पल में और उसको रिलेट करके। अब वो जो कंटेक्स्ट है वो इस फॉर्म में नहीं लिखा गया है, बट वो ह्यूमैनिटीज को लर्निंग के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से लिखा गया है वहां पे। So appropriate or relevant means the context which you are looking for. Your information needs to provide the same context level detail. Then only it will be worthful. In parallel to it, third one is accuracy. That is the most important thing. How much believe, how much you can say, how much convinced you are about that information. Like in an unethical example which I have given you in first point, that's a question paper. Then again you need to understand that the person who is sharing with you that question paper, you must first have the belief, yes, that person is right, he or she will share the correct information. If not, then obviously, whether even if it is a correct answer, since you don't have belief, you will not form any convincing decisions based on that information. So whenever we have any information, first, as a human nature, first just we cross check whether it is coming out from the right source, what kind of a basis it has, really it is a good one to take a belief on it. So accuracy, accurate information. Next is the conciseness. That is very much relevant in terms of a business or even for our personal life. As concise it is, containing all the meaning, it will be much appropriate or good. Just understand, again the example, I am saying, giving you or sharing you one notes one day before the examination, with the statement that this notes contains all, or you can say the 100% of the next day coming questions or examination. So tomorrow you are having examination, and I am claiming that as a faculty, my notes contains 100% of the questions and answers of upcoming examination. You will be very happy. Sir has shared a particular notes which are very much relevant for us. But if my notes is of 1000 pages, what kind of a feeling you have? Anyone? Do you believe, or do you happy with my claim as well as my support? I don't think so. You will be that much happy just 24 hours before I am sharing thousands papers notes to clear end semester examination. Anyone, will you please comment on it? Will this 1000-page notes will make you happy?
No, sir.
Good, Ayush. You shared your correct feeling. What you people will expect? As a student, you will think of, since it's only a matter of 24 hours, so technically a 12 to 15 hours, you will be delighted if I shared with you 100-page or a 50-page. 50-page will be the utmost happiness. 50-page notes with the same claim that these 50 pages contains 100% of upcoming examination or tomorrow's examination. Now I hope this 50 pages notes will make you happy, delighted, yes, and you will be humble, and you may be in a position to thanks to me in the sense the faculty who is sharing your notes with you. Now comment, Ayush.
Yes, sir. It would be good.
Good. It will be worthful for you because now its pages size reduced to 50 and you are having sufficient time, 15 hours to read 50 pages only. So you feel it's very good. Because, so meaning is that concise. In business world, the conciseness means is, you may be aware about the various statistical charts, pie chart, line chart, histograms, tables. So in conciseness, generally we look for this much. All right. How briefly you can carry the actual gist or a content of the detailed information. जैसे आप देखते हैं ना कि पूरा भारत इतना बड़ा देश, 530-40 अप्रॉक्स हमारी लोकसभा की सीट्स हैं, और न्यूज़पेपर की मॉर्निंग में छोटे से पेज में एक हाफ पाई बना रहता है और उसमें स्लाइसेस रहती हैं, जैसे आपका पिज्जा रहता है। हाफ पाई में आपको दिख जाता है कि किस पार्टीज ने कितनी सीटें विंस की और कौन रूलिंग में जाने वाला है। इतने बड़े देश का इतना बड़ा डेटा एक छोटे से स्पेस में आ जाता है। I hope the conciseness is also clear. Now, next thing is frequency. Frequency means the interval. Now, it is totally depend on what's your requirement. Now, in a share market, information required in every moment. Am I right? In your personal life, or you can say in other businesses, information required in weekly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, sometimes yearly. So that depend on what kind of a frequency you required. So the frequency itself meaning is that whether the time when you are looking for the information, whether it was available or not. So whatever the frequency you need, whether the updated data is available in that frequency or not, that is called here is the frequency. So I'm not fixing it as a weekly or a monthly. That depend on the nature where you require this updates or information. I hope this having the clarity, the frequency, because I opened it. I'm not closing it in the sense with the particular limit. So that depend on what exactly your limit of requirement. Next thing is understandability. Understandability means it must be in that particular language or in that particular presentation, the way you are writing it, it must be in an understandable manner. It should not be in a coding form, you can say. So in a very short span of time, just by a glimpse or a look, you will understand what exactly it is. It should not be in a puzzled manner. So it is very crystal clear, understandable. Next is called complete. That I hope you also very aware or experience at many point of time. Half information will not have any clue or any idea. Information itself must be complete, because might be possible if you are not in a position to take care of a one sector, one parameter, then that's completely changing the meaning of your information in positive or a negative direction. That's depend on. So information must be complete. As the time when you are looking for this information, that must be complete. Next is called as a current. Current means, again, you can relate it with the frequency. So how frequently you are updating your information. So many a times current information will play a very crucial role, because only looking to the past record will not serve your purpose. You need to be get updated. And what are the ways or means available for you to update your information? That's you must be ensured. Again, in your public life, professional life, market life, in companies movements, you need to be get updated, current, what exactly the current situation, because past no longer be relevant for you. Last one is again very much important for all the organization, the economical. Now again I will relate with it with the timeliness and our own example of in accuracy. That's a question paper. This is just a lighter note example so that you can understand it. You may be aware about many times the claims. Even last year I remember in something related to a national level of agency and claims related in Gujarat region. In one of the examination, competitive examination for government position, somebody starts selling the paper, and that was fortunately or unfortunately that was the real paper, and they got, I don't know from which source they got that paper, and they start selling it. Suppose similar hypothetically similar level of opportunity is given in a clerical examination for a 12,000 rupees per month job. Somebody is saying that he has the exact paper which is about to come with answers, but they are saying the charge of this question paper for per individual is 50 lakhs. Just understand, first the post clerical position. Clerical position, current salary for that position is 15,000 and charge of a question paper is 50 lakhs. Do you think it's a good, you can say the deal to buy this information in this much of price? Yes, we are 45, few responses at least. थैंक यू आयुष। आयुष को लग रहा है कि 15,000 की जॉब के लिए 50,000 देना, 50 लाख देना कहीं से भी सेंसफुल बात नहीं है, क्योंकि 50 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ से आएगा, उसका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ आएगा, कितना हम अर्न करेंगे, और कोई गारंटी ही नहीं है कि ये इन्फॉर्मेशन सही ही हो। अगर मान भी लें कि सही हो तो क्या पता गवर्नमेंट का जॉब है, कहीं कैंसिल हो गया, कुछ हो गया तो रिटर्न नहीं मिलेगा। लेकिन ये फीलिंग सिर्फ आयुष को आ रही है, और ये हाइपोथेटिकल है, कहीं आप अनएथिकल कोई इन्वॉल्व नहीं हो रहे हैं कि आप बोले कि नहीं सर मैं तो ये काम करूंगा ही नहीं। आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्राइस। You will not buy that information despite of knowing that it's 100% true. Reason, the price or the cost of this information is so high. Understand the another situation. Instead of 50 lakhs, now they are charging only 5 lakhs. And just imagine a group of people, those who are confident enough about their preparation to participate in the examination, they again will not be very happy even by paying 5 lakhs. Those who have not prepared and having the willingness and the money, they may think of with this particular cost. Now reduce it, the costing to the 50,000, then I think everybody can bet on it. It's not a big deal to have it. 50,000 है, गया गया, नहीं गया नहीं गया, चलेगा, कोई बात नहीं, इतना गवर्नमेंट जॉब मिल रहा है तो चल जाएगा. So your decisions are keep on changing based on the price. So you need to be think of whether it's a good price or a good cost of getting the information. Ultimately, whatever you look for, you will look for if I am getting this information, what I am paying for it, and what will be return of it. If I got this information and if this information is true in that form, how much I will get in return of exercising the inputs from this information. Is it clear? ये पॉइंट क्लियर हुआ? इकोनॉमिकल, बिकॉज यू विल लुक फॉर द रिटर्न, जो आप पे कर रहे हैं उससे ज्यादा रिटर्न होना चाहिए, तब तो इंफॉर्मेशन का वैल्यू है. अदरवाइज तो नहीं होने वाला है, राइट? जब तक आपको लगेगा कि इससे रिटर्न मुझे कम ही मिलेगा, भले यह इंफॉर्मेशन 100% भी ट्रू हो, तो ऑब्वियसली आप पे नहीं करेंगे. आप तभी पे करेंगे जब आपको लग रहा है कि ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन आएगी ये मेरे लिए हेल्पफुल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, you are ready to pay the higher fee for a good qualified doctor. Good qualified doctor, because you are aware about that guy is having the right chance or a good chance to have a right predictions or a right assessment of my problem in my body. But the same fee you are not ready to pay a ordinary doctor, because you are aware about that chances are that the doctor may be wrong because they are not that much qualified or experienced. हम जितने बड़े डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, आपने देखा होगा फी उनका हाई रहता है. डू यू हैव सच एक्सपीरियंस? और वो 10, 20 या 50 रुपए ही लेके आपका ट्रीटमेंट कर देते हैं. ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि आप बीमार हुए हो, बट आपने सोसाइटी में तो ये सब देखा ही होगा ना कि XYZ डॉक्टर का फीस 1000 रुपीज है, किसी का 500 रुपीज है, just for taking the appointment. Why people are ready to pay that much? Because they are knowing that even if paying by 1000, it's good enough because you feel very early cured and unnecessary investment will not be there just by taking the wrong medicines. That's the only reason we are ready to pay the high fee. So again, economical, frequency, or timeliness, these things are totally open, depend on what exactly you are requiring from it. Clear? So economical, we can't close it with a particular fixed price. That's totally open. Clear? What exactly you are going to derive from that information. So you will find sometimes people are ready to pay the high fee, sometimes people hesitate to pay it. Those who are ready to pay, they have their own plan, how they can use this information and get more earning from it. And others are not having such plans, so they are not ready to invest in the same information at a same cost. I hope the characteristics are clear. Differences we already done. So if these things are clear, just type Y. I expect 47 Ys now. And if you require any more clarity, with N, please type the particular thing which you want to be more explanation. I am needing all 47 responses right now. So now, shall we move to the next slide? So you can recall we were discussing what exactly the MIS. So what is an information system? So first part we discussed. In first part we come across the word information. In information we come across the word data. So we have discussed about what is information, what is data, what is difference in between, and what are the characteristics. Now again, I am going to continue with what is an information system. So next is 3 activities of information systems produce information organizations need. What exactly they need? So these 3 are: one is input, captures raw data from organization or external environment. So input is what exactly in your system you required the entry or records of any transactions which you will store and you will use in future. Then second is processing. So converts raw data into meaningful form. Converts raw data into meaningful forms. Here you are processing it based on your requirement. Clear? So whatever the inputs you have taken, now you will use them or process them in a manner so they will become meaningful. And what is meaningful? Meaningful is your output. So transfer processed information to people or activities that use it. That means the parties, those who are requiring the information. So it will supply to them. Inputs from variety of sources. Processing is your own well-defined system. Output is your own requirement and your other participant, those who required. So next is in that is feedback. And I hope whenever we use the word management, we always have the one thing: control. Here feedback is what? It is just giving you the remark that what exactly your output, what was your input. To have a proper output, what kind of inputs you required. So output is returned to appropriate members of organization to help evaluate or correct input stage. So that is controlling manner. Your computer or a computer programs versus the information system. So computer programs are designed for a different purposes, but your information system is designed as per your specification. So it's not in isolated form. In your information system, by default, you are using the computer systems as well. But the applications which you are using, they are dedicated, directed as per your requirement. So computers and software are technical fundamental and tools. That's why tools similar to the material and tools used to build a house. Now look it to this slide, the diagram. Okay, next one, it will come in the next stage. So an information system is a set of interrelated components that work together. So first thing you understand, information system is a what is a set of interrelated components. What it is? Set of interrelated components. What these interrelated components will do? They will work together. For what purpose? For what purpose they will work together, these internal components? To collect, to process, store, and disseminate information. So it collect all the input sources, inputs based on your organization requirement or a structure. For example, attendance is a one input source. Like here in our Google Meet, your comments is another input source to get the idea, and that need to be collected, recorded, processed, disseminate to provide this resultant information to the parties, those who are looking for it. So, what purpose? Disseminate information to support decision making. For what purpose? So the management or a parties will be in a position to take appropriate decision with for information. Already we discussed about the characteristics. So that information is uh, having all those characteristics. To support decision making, coordination, as is interrelated, so you need to have a better coordination, control, analysis, and visualization in an organization. So what is going on, that also you can visualize. In addition to supporting decision making, information system may also helps managers and workers analyze. They are also supporting or providing the data to analyze problem, visualize complex subject, and create new products. So in all together, it will help in all the stages of your business activity. Now look to the diagram. Just have an observation and then let me know what exactly you are able to observe. Uh, those who are willing to share their observation, they can unmute, or if you wish to type, you can, depend on your comfortable level. Yes, please. Should I need to name? Okay, 5075. 5075. Mansi. Mansi. Quickly turn on your video and audio. Mansi.
Mansi.
5075. Mansi. कौन गया? मानसी चले गई क्या? मानसी जी है या नहीं है ये? अदरवाइज मैं नेम नोट करूं, क्योंकि कोई अगर आंसर नहीं देगा दैट पर्सन विल ट्रीटेड एज अ एब्सेंट। अगर कोई आंसर ही नहीं दे रहा है तो उसको अपन पर एब्सेंट मार्क कर लेंगे। ओके 5075 मानसी एब्सेंट है आज। ओके ओके 5002 Zeal. Zeal. Zeal right Tata. Zeal बेटा 5002 Zeal, please unmute. चलिए भाई, तो ठीक है। कोई भी नहीं है जिसको कुछ भी समझ में आया हो इसमें?
Sir, this is Meet, 209.
Yes, please.
Do we have
Okay.
to explain what we understand from the
Yes,
model?
what's your observation? What exactly you are observing? Nothing else.
So, like from the model, you can see that there are multiple. If we start with the input, there are multiple inputs, and
Okay, what are these?
these are from suppliers, regulatory
Okay.
agencies, and
Good.
the final output. So it's
No, no,
already
no. No. First. Inputs from where? How many sources?
suppliers and regulatory agencies. Two sources.
What about stockholders or competitor?
So that seems to be like added. That information is an input when the primary data has been uh, is into the processing stage.
Yes. So you just look for the outer side in your chart. It's written environment. I hope my cursor is also visible.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, environment. So in your environment, what are the parties? Suppliers, customers, regulatory agency, stockholders, and competitors. So they all are providing the various inputs for their business,
Yes, sir.
directly, indirectly. Clear? Their movements is also somewhere input for you. And this input, and again you are able to see this green shaded area. Am I right? Broader one, the green shaded, that is your organization, and they are connected in two-way direction. Are you getting my point? In two-way direction, they are connected with your organization. So you are, or this is the organizational information system or a system, and that is environment in which you are working. And now in your information system, which is inside your organization, that's why this is within the green part. Input. Then, yes, Meet, now you explain.
So then, when the primary data and other information has been collected, it's processed and arranged and classified into different categories. And from that processing of information, we get a certain output, which is shared with the other.
Getting the various inputs, and then
Then
you are
given
hello.
various outputs.
Yes, so that's depend on
For no, the people who are giving inputs, maybe.
yeah, that input is your input, processing is your own desired manner. There is no predefined kind of, that's depend on, and then output which you are expecting. The output which you are expecting. Clear? So we will continue our discussion in next session from this particular understanding. So I hope today's session and last session will given you the idea about what exactly the MIS, what are the three steps, including fourth one. The fourth one is the feedback. This is how they are interlinked and how they supports to the organization to achieve their objective. Am I right? So thank you very much. In the next session, we will continue from this stage.